So here we are, back at the tutorial, and I'll finish the tutorial up and then I'll start killing mobs. So, getting help. If you need help, try asking on the newbie channel by typing newbie, followed by your message, like this. Newbie, can I get help with... ... Use the validate command to validate your character by typing validate and then your email. This will ensure that your character is fully functional. You need to do this to talk on most public chat channels. We have an extensive set of help files where we store information about the game accessed by the help command. You do this by typing help followed by the topic. All of the underlined topics can be found in a help file. Type help by itself to see a list of some of the topics. You can also use index to search for help files. The look command is used to look at things. Type look or L will show you the description and contents of the room you are in. You can look at people and objects by typing look item. The game consists of many rooms that are connected together. To move from room to room, you type the direction you wish to move in. The directions used for movement are up, down, north, south, east, and west. As well, in the wilderness, you can go northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest, which is a new feature since the last time I played. If you look at the sign in this room, you will get a bless spell cast on you, which is helpful. Doesn't hurt. Moving to the north, we have interaction. Your inventory is where the objects you have are kept. Type INV to see what you have on you now. I'm not going to do that. I don't have anything important. You can pick up objects on the ground with the get command. And you can get objects from containers like boxes and baskets. If you don't want the object, you can drop it by typing drop item, or put it in a container by typing put item container. To the north is a door. To go through the door, you can open it by typing open north and then going north. It is possible to have doors open automatically. You can toggle this on and off by typing auto open. That's already on for me. When you're ready, type north to continue. Also in this room, there is a box with a backpack. Backpacks are used to store stuff. So if you don't have a backpack at this point, and there's one in there, you should probably take it. Gear. There are many objects that will be useful to you. In the room to the south, we introduced the inventory, where loose items are stored. There is also equipment you are wearing. Type EQ to see what you have equipped right now. You can put objects on with the wear command by typing wear item or use item, and you can take things off with the remove command by typing remove item. When you're ready, head north. As you can see, I'm just wearing a mishmash of inappropriate leveled stuff, except for the brass monkey, which was a custom-made thing that I got by RPing with people, and a traveler's backpack. And I found all this in the donation pit in New Lensmoor, where stuff goes if you donate it. Shops. Shops are places where you can buy objects. To see what is for sale, type list. You can buy items by typing buy item. You can find out more about the object before you buy it by typing browse item. When you look at a shop list, the level of each object is given along with the price. When you start out, you can wear equipment that is up to 10 levels above your own. A level 1 character can wear up to and including level 11 equipment. More details are in the Help EQ Limits file. Buy yourself a weapon and wield it. When you're ready, head north to learn how to use it. Note, there is better gear outside for your level. You just have to find it. Now, I don't have to buy a weapon because I've already got a brass monkey. But for equipment limits, basically Lensmoor, from levels 1 to 20, you can use an item that is 10 levels higher than you. So level 1 is 11, 10 is 20, and then from level 20 to 29, or I guess 30, you can use up to level 30. And after that, it's just your level. You can use items of any level. They suck Like, I've got a whole bunch of terrible equipment on because it's the wrong level, and I'll replace it as I get lower level stuff. And magical items can only be used at the correct level, and they can be crafted at various levels too, at various efficiencies. So if you type list, you can see the list of items that are at this shop. I noticed that I'm not wearing any gloves currently, so I bought a pair of gloves. All this gear is probably better than what I have on, but I'd rather not waste time. You can get armor outside from killing mobs. You'll see. There's a lot of kobolds. Advancement. The score command is used to show some basic information about your character. Type score to see your score. In the top right, it tells you how many pracs and trains you have. Pracs is short for practices. A train is used to raise your stats like strength and charisma. To use a training session, find a teacher and type train stat. Help stats explains what each of the statistics do. You can use up to 5 trains a level. Up to level, I believe, 91, where it goes away, I think? It is common to turn off auto level and quest until you receive enough quest points to spend 5 trains per level. This is not necessary, but it is the strategy I will be employing. This will enable you to be stronger in the long run. You can use the teacher here to train your stats. A practice session, or prac, is used to learn skills and spells. Type practice list to see what skills are available from this teacher. Try practicing the weapon that you have picked out for yourself. Most skills can be improved by practicing up to 75%. You can also raise skills through use. When you're armed and ready, head north. Now let's view the stats. Lensmoor has 6 base stats. Each race has different maximums, and starting stats are random. The stats are strength, how strong you are. Strength adds to the damage you do in a fight and determines how much you can carry, as well as what the heaviest weapon you can wield is. Intelligence is used to determine how much your skills increase and how often they increase through using them. It also determines the number of people you can know through the name and introduce commands. It determines mana regen without needing level factored in, and will continue to be the determiner of max mana. Wisdom is how much common sense you have. It determines how many practice sessions you get when you gain a skill level until level 7, is a factor for willpower, and also determines your skill cap. Dexterity is nimbleness, swiftness, and agility. It gives bonuses to hit your opponents in battle and makes it harder for them to hit you. It is also one of the factors that determines how many items you can carry. Constitution. It's how tough you are. It has an impact on how many hit points are gained when you raise a level and how quickly hit points are regenerated. It also provides a chance to avoid plague and poison damage on a per update basis. Charisma. It's your personal magnetism, not physical appearance. It has an effect on shopkeepers, and their prices reflect this. It also adjusts the reactions of sentient races. A charisma under 9 may cause you to be attacked, while a charisma over 15 will prevent some attacks. It is also a factor for willpower and saves. Related, see the morale file. Morale. All players have a certain amount of morale. Your morale determines how well you fight and respond to threats. Lack of confidence is well known to impact ability. When your morale drops below a certain point, it will start affecting your skills. It may also cause a slight reduction to your damage output. If it falls low enough, it may cause you to panic, which will make you want to flee, but perhaps not so effectively. Morale will regenerate automatically over time as long as you're not fighting or being harmed. It's hard to feel good about yourself while poisoned. There are a handful of things which will reduce your morale. Fear effects, being hit really hard, certain spells or skills being used successfully against you, failing to flee. Other things to keep in mind are successfully fleeing will give you a morale boost. Consuming food or alcohol will give you a morale boost. While drunk, any changes to morale are doubled. You can watch morale through the %U prompt code. So you can see if I type practice list at the teacher, he says I can teach you these skills: polearm, flail, mace, axe, spear, dagger, and sword. I've already chosen a flail, which is what the brass monkey is, and so I use some practice sessions to get it up to 75%, which is the maximum you can get most skills up to from a teacher, and then the rest you have to get through use. Fighting. The main method of advancement is through killing creatures for experience. The main way to do this is with the kill command. To attack a monster or mobile, type kill monster. If, just in case, you need to stop the fight and flee, the main way to do this is with the flee command. Once you kill something, there is usually a corpse. You can get objects from the corpse like any other container. You can use the auto-loot and auto-sack commands to automatically loot and sacrifice corpses. As you gain experience, you will be able to level. Levels are how we keep track of the relative strength of characters. That's pretty basic stuff. As you can see, I type K-Monster, and my masterful crush shatters a monster's leg. A monster is dead. I receive 141 experience points. And I hear a monster's death cry, which is relevant if there's things around that hear sound, I believe. And I loot a faint glow from the corpse of a monster. I look at the faint glow. It just says there is a faint glow here. And I use the faint glow because it's probably no worse than the bright ball of light, which is just a light source. Upkeep. While characters on Lensmoor do not die of hunger, thirst, or old age, there are several things to keep in mind that will make you more effective. Your HP, or hit points, measure your health. If you run out of hit points, your character is killed, and you may lose some of your experience. Mana is a measure of your magical power. Mana is used to cast spells. Vitality measures how tired you are. Vitality drops when you move, fight, craft, and various other things. These 3 variables should be in your prompt, which appears whenever you press return. They will all increase when you sleep or rest. Hunger, thirst, and being drunk will lower your effectiveness, so make sure to eat and drink. As a measure of confidence, low morale will make it difficult to fight. When you eventually learn to use psionics, the willpower stat will come into play. Typing AFF will show you your effects, the spells, skills, and size that are affecting you at the time. Currently I am just blessed. I also have regeneration, slow, and photosynthesis. Those are all racial abilities. And I'm thirsty, so I drink. And I fill up my water skin. Here and east of the recall point in New Lensmoor, and at other places, there are healers, which you can see that this is a healer. If you sit and wait here, the healer will help low-level characters by casting spells on them. You can also type heal to get a list of the services you can pay for. And these are just the various things. You can get healing, you can cure blindness, deafness, stuff like that. It all costs much more gold than I have right now, and it is useful for some stuff, especially after you remort and you have a whole bunch of gold saved up. Death. If your character were ever to be killed, you may lose some of the experience you had gained. You would not lose levels, however. You will have to reach your corpse in order to get your equipment back. Up until level 25, your corpse will be moved to your hometown. Mine's currently New Lensmoor. This is typically near your recall point, directly below it. Your current hometown is listed in your score. If your hometown is Chansey, just type recall and then go south to your corpse. This is not the case in every hometown. You will have to locate the new morgue if you change your hometown. Role-playing. On Lensmoor, role-playing is an optional, highly encouraged activity where you pretend to be your character by interacting with other players. The main ways we interact are through say, which is used to speak, and emote, which is used to convey actions. Some actions and forms of communication are considered in character, while others are considered out of character. It should be pretty obvious based on the channel you're in. If you want to roleplay, you will want to set your background, personality, and description, which we have already gone over for my current character, Kotki. While roleplaying is optional, it is required to participate in other optional activities, such as joining a religion or a clan, which are very important things to do if you want to do stuff. Religion. You may devote yourself to the service of a specific god or goddess on the continent to which you belong. See Help Wizlist for a list of deities. To join, try sending a world note to the followers of the Immortal. Be sure to read the Immortal's help file as well. By offering your services, often in the form of a sacrifice, an Immortal may designate you as an official follower of their religion. Pantheism is also an option. Read the help file on how to become one. The benefits of a faith. You can communicate with fellow followers on the worship channel. You can use divine spells. Faiths offer the chance to become clergy of your god or goddess. You can earn a title within your faith. The act of joining a faith is a good way to interact with other players and immortals. Leaving a faith. Any immortal can let you out of the faith, but leaving a religion is a very serious choice and should only be done with a very good role-playing reason. As part of leaving, you will be required to turn in your holy symbol. If you do not have it, you should inform the immortal. After leaving a faith, you will be made an outcast. There is a wait period of 30 real-life days before you can be accepted into another faith. During this wait period, your former deity may punish you for your betrayal via mechanics or RP. Like a regular dungeon crawler, I think there's a popular one that does that. Typically, this may include negative status, a disadvantage, or even a bounty calling for your death. However, depending on the im and the situation, other punishments are possible. Once the wait period is over, punishments will no longer be in effect. The deity may still remember your betrayal or hold a grudge for it, though. After the wait period is over, you may also post a request to have the outcast flag removed. Otherwise, only a deity will be able to accept you as a follower. If you are a hero, please see Hero RP for other rules that you have to follow to do stuff with faith. If for some reason your faith is inactive, you are free to leave it at any time without penalty, and the use of divine spells will be shut off approximately 3 months from when the im becomes inactive. Religions are pretty important. I'm going to try to do pantheism because why not? It'll be interesting. Clans. A clan is a collection of players united to follow and further a common cause. Each clan has rules and regulations as decided by each individual clan. Basically, it's just a clan. I'm not going to really get into this. It's just a clan. Just like WoW or any other game. Currently, I am a loner, and you can read this help file. Just pause the video and read it if you want more information. They're pretty neat. You get custom armor and stuff, so yeah, I'm going to join a clan. It's going to have to be a PK one. I've already set myself loner at level 1 because I am not making this easy for myself. Questing. Lensmoor has a rich system that allows you to complete quests, either by yourself or as part of a group. Completed quests are announced over the quest channel. Solo quests will have one of the following objectives: find an item, deliver an item, consult a person, kill a thing, capture a thing. You will receive quest points and a little bit of money every time you complete a quest. Group quests consist of at least 2 players. Based on the level of people I see online, probably not often more than 2 these days, sadly. These quests will always send you to either kill a horde or a single, more difficult leader. You will be awarded a larger amount of quest points for group quests and also have a chance to receive a rare quest item, which I'm interested to see what they are because they didn't exist back in my day. The difficulty of a quest is tracked. If you complete quests quickly and easily, they get harder. If you don't, they get easier. And global quests can be started by, I believe, the Immortals, and they're usually fun, like go collect cookies or snowball things or stuff like that. Exploration. Lensmoor is divided up into separate areas. To find out which area you are in, use the scout skill. It's a good idea. It's a good way to get your general idea of where you are. There are a lot of small details built into this game that may not be readily apparent. You can look at the properties of an object with the examine command, and you can use look around to look at informations about the room you're in. Sorry. And there are also hidden exits and stuff, possibly in this room that I wasn't paying attention to. When you enter the game, you find yourself in Chansey, and you can use the Area View Chansey to find out more about the area. This is a beginning zone where you'll be able to train, practice, and begin to explore, which I will start as soon as possible. I'm sorry for going through this in laborious detail. If you get lost, you can try to recall yourself to bring yourself back to Chansey. We've only covered the basics here, and you will learn a lot more by exploring and experimenting than can possibly be covered in a few descriptions. Please don't hesitate to use the help files or the newbie help channel. Type Go Chansey to start again.